What is up? What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? Welcome to Stargazer Sports. This is Closing Arguments, where we give bold takes and real analysis. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. Today, I know it's gonna be more y'all coming in. As more y'all come in, I must be doing shout outs, but y'all know when you come in, please hit the like button, please hit the share button, please hit the subscribe button. Really appreciate if y'all would do all of those things. If you're not subscribed to Stargazer Sports, what are you doing with your life? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to fix where my hair don't look crazy. All right, well, let me see who's in chat. Oh my God, Ken, what's up? What's up, Ken? I haven't seen you in the chat in a minute. Appreciate you hopping in with me, Ken. Got some great things to talk about today. As I said, more y'all come in, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And please comment, because this is closing arguments. So closing arguments means I'm going to be giving my arguments. And y'all are free in the chat to agree, disagree. And I will be, today I'm going to try to roll through my arguments. I'm not going to be as long-winded because I do want to give you guys, the viewers, I want to give y'all an opportunity to come up and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And you can talk to me about, if you can argue with me respectfully. Let's keep it respectful. But you can argue with me, or you can just tell me overall your feelings on what I said. We can talk about any other topic that has to do with the Dallas Wings or WNBA, NFL, Dallas Cowboys, right? So this is supposed to be like my fan show. Let me know in the comments if y'all have any questions or anything like that, because we'd love to also be able to answer y'all's questions. But I don't want to delay too much because I also don't want to be here all night. And I do want to actually get to y'all, the fans. So I'm really going to hit my arguments. Boom, 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 boom. And then we're going to be done with it. I got like a couple of clips and stuff to show. Yeah, a couple of graphics, and we should be ready to roll. So anyway, let me go ahead and get into the content. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into the content. And the first thing I'm gonna start off with is my first argument, which I should have had this in here, but I can add it real fast. So this is my argument one. Actually, I need to do this. All right. So this is my first argument. Von Miller makes Dallas Cowboys defense elite. Okay? So this is gonna be a fun one. But let me and then I already done muted myself on accident. But yeah, I done already done all my research and everything. So we gonna pull it up. Oh, let me pull up my Google Drive fast, so I can have this clip queued up.
You know, I can still contribute.
Bam, got that up. Okay, so we ready to rock and roll. All right. So anyway, Von Miller makes Dallas Cowboys defense elite. So if I bring up my first graphic, right here. Okay, so this is my first graphic on why I am arguing that Von Miller makes the Dallas Cowboys defense elite, right? So you see, still producing, still teaching, still raising the floor, right? Now, the top of the graphic, it says Von Miller doesn't have to be 2015 Von Miller, okay? He just has to make the Cowboys better. Because my argument, let me take that off the screen for a minute. My argument is not that Von Miller is the same player that he was in 2015, right? That's not my argument. My argument is that adding Von Miller to the Dallas Cowboys makes them elite. Okay, so let's stay focused. Let's stay focused because actually I like this one better. Him and his 40. He gonna get that 40 from Hunter Lipke. Hunter Lipke, give me that chain. Give me that chain. Give me my number. Okay, but anyway. So let me put my graphic back up. So Von Miller makes the Dallas Cowboys defense elite. Okay, it doesn't have to be 2015 Von Miller. 2015 Von Miller obviously was like the best pass rusher in the NFL. So obviously Von Miller is not the best pass rusher in the NFL, right? But he is oh, you know what? Dang, I don't got that graphic. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that graphic. I know I got it. You know, I know what I need to do. Wait, I might have never. No, I think I did upload it. Here we go. I don't have that in here. I do have that in here. Oh no, I don't. Okay, yeah, I don't have it. I gotta put it in here. Okay. 1 second. Put this here. Start sending this to myself. Loading up. Damn. Still doing this plane while it's in the air. There's another plane while it's in the air. Alright. Okay. Okay, my graphic uploading. Okay, anyway. So 2015 Von Miller was obviously one of the best pass rushers in the league. And although he's not that person, this is not to make the argument that he's the same person, but according to last year, and let me take this caption off the screen, Von Miller ranked 19th in sacks in 2025. Right? 19th. Recording 9 in 17 games. Okay? So I made this graphic. If y'all watch my other, y'all help me run that short up. It needs more views and more likes. Yeah. Okay. But anyway. So putting my main graphic back on the screen. So Von Miller is not the pass rusher that he once was, but I argue that he still is producing at a high clip. All right. So he had 9 sacks. 9 sacks, right? In 2025. Okay, of course my graphic messed it up. So wait, hold on. Is that right? Oh yeah, that is right. Okay. It just put it there. Okay, but Von had 9 sacks last year. But in total sacks, that's what it is. So that's a little minor error. But he is number 1 in total sacks amongst active NFL players. Number 1 in total sacks amongst active NFL players, right? He had 36 total pressures, which was ranked 53rd among edge defenders. Okay, but is this it's missing something, I feel like. Oh no, it still got it. Okay, So he had 36 total pressures, where he was 53rd among edge defenders. Had a 12.4% pressure rate. When you break that down with his snaps, right, that's 1 pressure every 8 snaps. So even though that 12.4 pressure rate is not up there with the elites like Myles Garrett, a Micah Parsons, who else? Max Crosby. So even though it's not up there, you have to know that those players also were playing considerably more than Von Miller, right? So anyway, keep going. 37% defensive snap share. So he got 9 sacks in a rotational role. So that's a big pillar, right, to my argument, right? Because I have multiple points. But the first point of why I think he's going to make the Dallas Cowboys defense elite is because he's still producing at a high clip, okay? And then he's efficient and impactful. So he was 53rd in pressure volume while getting the 65th most pass rush opportunities. So he was 53rd, right, in total pressures, but he was 65th in actual pass rush opportunities and attempts. So that's showing you that I'm producing more with less opportunities. That's why when you look at that 12, a lot of people quoting that 12.4% rate. Yeah, he has a 12.4% rate, but he's also on the field, or was on the field in 2025, a lot less than what he's been in his career previously. So this is why we got to look at the context, right? We got to look at the numbers, but also look at, okay, well, why is the number that way, and how many snaps did he have? Because like I said, he only played 37% of the Washington Commanders defensive snaps. Am I on the screen? Oh no, I'm not on the screen. Hold on. Oh, this is never mind. I'm slow. Okay, anyway. But yeah, he only played 37% of their snaps, yet he still had 9 sacks. He might have even honestly, let me just look it up. I'm like, because I didn't look that one up, but I'm like, did he lead the team in sacks? Let me see. Did Von Miller lead the Washington Commanders in sacks in 2025? Yes, he did. That is a fact. Okay, so this man got 37% of the snaps, but yet got the sacks, right? Then we move into, so point 1, he's still producing at a high clip. Point 2, he's not only producing at a high clip because you have 9 sacks, and 9 sacks was 19th in the total NFL. There was only 20 players last year that even got, 8.5, 9+ sacks? Only 20 players out of who even knows how many pass rushers there really is at the NFL. I don't know, 100. Okay. So he ain't number 1, but he's not nowhere near the last. Okay, anyway. So also in 2024, right? Because that was the team he was with, the Bills. Because after he won his second Super Bowl with the Rams. Then he went to the Bills for 3 years. So when he was at the Bills, so in 2024, he had a 17.9, and y'all can fact check all these numbers on me. But in 2024, he had a 17.9 pressure rate, which was 5th among pass rushers. So this is just 2 years ago. And granted, on the Bills, he was on a lot better team, because the Bills is a lot better team than the Washington Commanders. So he had a 17.9 pressure rate in 2024, and then a 25.5% fourth quarter pass rush win rate, which was the 3rd best in the NFL. So just 2 years ago, when it was time for Von Miller to get something going in the clutch, he got it going in the clutch. So I'm going to say, because he still got, and thank y'all for coming in. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Please hit the subscribe button. I see them numbers going up. That's what I like to see. But make sure y'all hitting that like button. Don't burn me on my likes. I need y'all to like the video. I'm gonna take this off screen, but I need y'all to like the video because it puts it into the YouTube algorithm and pushes my content out further so that more people can see this, because more people need to see this. Okay, but anyway, okay, then moving on. So this was just 2 years ago. He was performing at not only a good or a great level, but he was performing still at an elite level. I think Von Miller's still performing and producing at a great level. I wouldn't say elite, because elite is for top 5. But he's still, like I said, a top 20, a top 19 pass rusher in this league today. And I think his numbers in 2026 are going to go up. And the reason why those numbers in 2026 is going to go up, let me see if I got my graphic. Do I got my graphic? Yeah. This is why it's going to go up. If y'all don't know what that is, that's a picture of Von Miller at his high school, DeSoto High School here, which is a suburb in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in South Dallas. It's a South Dallas suburb in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So this guy grew up a Dallas Cowboy fan, bleeds blue. His first memory, if y'all go watch my short, you'll see. But his first memory as a young boy is Dallas Cowboys. So this is why I think if I'm producing 9 sacks for a team that not my home team, actually is my home team's rival, what do you think I'm about to do for my own home team? It's different when you're playing for your own home team. But anyway, let me keep going because I can get on a tangent. And I want to move through these topics because like I said, I want to be able to talk to y'all today. Moving on. Now, next, let's get to this quote, right? Because I show you he's still producing. Still is producing at a high level, right? But then, let's get into this quote. This is his direct quote, and we're actually going to watch the clip of him saying this, because this was from his Dallas Cowboys press conference. His Dallas Cowboys introductory press conference. But it said, my ability to get people around me to play at a level that they wouldn't normally play at, I don't think nobody does that like me. Let me repeat that. My ability to get people around me to play at a level that they wouldn't normally play at, I don't think nobody does that like me. So now let's watch the actual clip. I'm gonna remove that real fast. And let me look at what y'all saying in the chat. What's up? I already said hi to my guy Kim. 100 grand. But he only wants to play 20 plays. Let's get to that. I'm glad you said that. Miss Matrix, thank you. He don't need to get, that's what I'm saying. Let me show the graphic again. He doesn't need a lot of snaps, you guys. He don't. He played only 37% of Washington snaps, defensive snaps, yet he led their team in sacks with 9 sacks and had 36 pressures. So he was 53rd in the league in pressure volume, but was 64th when it comes to the amount of snaps that he was getting. Okay, but anyway, let me get into the clip. Oh, I gotta share my screen. Hey, where's that? Wait. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna watch Von Miller. This is a clip, and this is from Dallas Cowboys YouTube. I think I'm gonna put the clip. I'll put the clip in the actually, yeah. Let me just do that right now while I'm on here with y'all. Put the actual video clip. Here we go. In the description, so that not in the description, but in the chat, so y'all can see it. Let me do this now. Go back to the chat. Paste. There we go. Okay, so I just put the link to this interview, and this is just a clip of the interview. We're not watching the whole interview, and I'm just using this for educational purposes. But let's listen to what Von Miller had to say about how he feels about him being a teammate. All right. Oh. And honestly, let me pause that so y'all can hear the video. All right, here we go.
You know, I can still contribute in other ways. You know, on my Super Bowl teams, it's not just one person that gets it done. I think you can say what you want to say about my play on the field and what I got left. When it comes to being a great teammate, like if it was a Hall of Fame for that, like I'm going to the Hall of Fame first ballot. To be honest, it's not. I'm probably the best teammate that ever played in the National Football League, and I say that with all confidence in the world. My ability to get people around me to play at a level that they wouldn't normally play at, like I don't think nobody does that like me. And I said the other day that I can contribute 10 to 15 plays. That's without even being on the field. So you got a game that you play 50 snaps, 60 snaps, something like that. I can win 10 to 15 of those without me being even on the field, without my play, just by my knowledge of the game and getting everybody else to play at a level that they wouldn't normally play at. So whether it's the defensive coordinator, defensive line, young guys, like I can contribute in so many different ways to win games. And that's not even talking about the type of player that I still believe that I am.
So, and I can stop sharing. All right. So, right there, you heard from the horse's mouth. He said, if there was a Hall of Fame for being a teammate, I'm first ballot. Then he said, when it comes to getting my teammates to play at a level that they don't normally play at, there's nobody in the league like me. Then he said, not even to mention what I can still produce on the field. So that's what I'm saying. He said, I can win 15. That was kind of cold. I ain't gonna lie. That was cold what he said. That was he punched us straight in the face with that one. But he said, I can win 15 snaps without even being on the field. And the way I can do that is by how I'm coaching up these young guys. So that brings me to my next point. Cowboys sack production, right? In our sack production last year was 22nd in the NFL. So now Dallas has added a proven veteran. Shout out to campaign vet War Daddy. Because now you brought in a proven gold jacket pass rusher. Is he who he once was? No. But can he still help your team today? Hell yes, he can. Absolutely, he can. 110% he can. Because why? This man is a coach on the field. Hold on, y'all. I forgot. I didn't have my computer. Give me just a second. I gotta go get my computer charger. I mean, y'all can keep rocking out to my music. I'm gonna turn that hoe up. It's kind of fly. I'm back. All right, I'm back. Okay, anyway, so had to go get my charger. But anyway, this Von Miller, I about to say this young man. He's like, girl, hell yeah. But this man Von Miller is a coach on the field. Said defensive coordinator Joe Witt. This is his coordinator from last year. Y'all remember Joe Witt? He used to be one of ours. Shout out to Joe Witt. But anyway, moving on. So he said first days in Washington was like a pass rush. Hold on. This thing is cutting it off. Bruh. Can you get out the damn way so I can see? Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can see it. It said defensive coordinator Joe Witt said his first days in Washington, it was like pass rush seminars. Wrong button. Pass rush seminars, but you know what? I can believe it. Because you want to know why? You want to know why I can believe that from Joe Witt? Because Von Miller literally leads the sack summit. The sack summit. Him, Cam Jordan, and Max Crosby all lead the sack summit, where they are literally training. Their best. They're training all the best players, really. Don't even have to be the best players, but all the players in the NFL to how to pass rush. That's what you now have in your locker room. So, and I was gonna see if I can bring it up, because I'm trying to see if I can bring it so I can show y'all the sack summit that he does with Von Miller. We could just look at the short clip. Yeah, here it go. Let me do this. But this man is teaching. I mean, and all of our guys was there. All of our young guys was there. So now that teaching that they got on the field, they now get that every day. They're now getting that teaching that they got at the sack summit, this specialized summit where you learn how to pass rush. They now have that specific teaching every single day. This is on his Miller's Instagram, where we're gonna look at. I don't think it's that long, but yeah, let's watch them at the sack summit. This is him, Max Crosby, and Cam Jordan's sack summit seminar that they do. It's the biggest one in the NFL, and all the past. It's the place to be if you're an edge. If you're an edge, you should be going to the sack summit. And all of our young edges did. Malachi Lawrence did. Donovan Ezaraku did. I think even Sam Williams did. Rashawn Gary did. So everybody goes to the sack summit, hosted by Von Miller. Hold on, shoot. Can y'all see that? I don't think y'all can see that. Oh, I don't think I can get rid of this. Hold on. No, I can't. Y'all should be able to see it. Hold on. I'm close here. Yeah, y'all can see it? Okay. Okay. Y'all can see it. Honestly, I think I can do this and y'all can see it better. But anyway, we could watch this clip. They at the club.
You know what it is. We're coming with that heat. We got them.
I'm trying to see how I can rewind it. Why Instagram being so stupid? I'm not gonna play the music or nothing like that, but y'all see the clip. This is the place to be. All the streamers, all the best pass rushers in the world. This is where they at. This is his event. This is Von Miller's event. So anyway, I don't gotta share that for too long. I just wanted to show y'all that so that y'all know I'm not capping. But anyway, this guy is the coach on the field. Already said that about the pass rush or the sack summit. And then this is a very elite quote from him. Another elite quote. He said, I don't tell young guys what to do. I tell them what I should have done. So this is what I'm saying. Von Miller may not be the same pass rusher, but what he has is years upon years upon years of accumulated knowledge. That's why the next point says, takes what he's learned from DeMarcus Ware, Elvis Dumeril, and Aaron Donald and passes it on to the young players. This is why he said he raises the floor, because he's not here to compete with the young players. This is why I don't want to hear no BS about, what's the word? That he's hurting our pass rush in any way. He's hurting the young guys. He's what they call him, a progress stopper. That's what it's called. He's a progress stopper. No, he is not a progress stopper. What Von Miller does is that he's raising your floor. He's making your entire defense better, because your young guys like a Malachi Lawrence, like a Donovan Ezaraku, he can tell them what to look for, how to counter. He can be sitting there analyzing the game and telling him during the game, hey, bro, just do this. He keep going doing this when you're doing that, so this is how you need to counter it. Now these young players don't have to be there with no guidance. Now they'll have a coach right there showing them physically, and then who can also go out physically and get the job damn done. That's what I was saying. So Von Miller he completely is going to raise your floor for the Dallas Cowboys. He's going to completely raise that floor, because now the knowledge that these young guys didn't have, now with Von in their locker room, in their ear, on the field. Because see, you can go to the Sack Summit, but you don't have, it's not like the Sack Summit can come with you unless you're us, which we're the Dallas Cowboys, because now we got the Sack Summit with us. So Von Miller plus BT Jordan, y'all, I expect our young pass rushers, y'all, they gonna look crazy this year. They gonna look crazy this year. They're going to look crazy this year. I mean, crazy in a good way, not like crazy bad, but they're gonna look like a bunch of dogs this year, because now look who's leading them. That was the whole purpose of Vet War Daddy and Max to Dallas, because we said these young guys, we don't want to depend on them. They need somebody where they can sit up under and cook and learn. Now they have that person. They have that person now in Von Miller. And they also have a person who loves Dallas. This is his home. I showed y'all the graphic, but this is this young man's home. So now he can impart, he can bleed blue on to the young guys and instill that passion and that love for the city inside of them. He can show them the city in a different way. He can show them greatness in a different way. And although shout out to Rashawn Gary, he's been having a phenomenal camp, and I think Rashawn Gary's gonna have a phenomenal year. Absolutely, he gonna have a phenomenal year. But he also can learn from Von Miller, because like I said, if you on my graphic, Von Miller, if active NFL players, he is number 1 in sacks. In total sacks of active NFL players, he is number 1. 8-time Pro Bowler, future Hall of Famer, two-time Super Bowl champion. He brings production, knowledge, leadership, and legacy. So if he's able to accomplish all of what I have on the graphic, if he's able to produce, if he's able to produce efficiently, right? If he still has that ability to be that closer that he was in 2024, and let's say even if he's not that same closer, but now he can teach the young guys, he can teach the young guys to be that closer because they have the more athletic ability than he does at this point in his career. You just made your defense elite, because if your defensive line is elite, that's going to cover a multitude of sins in that secondary. Your corners and your safeties don't have to cover that long when the pass rush is getting on that ass. On that ass over and over and over. When that pass rush getting to you over and over and over and over and over again, you ain't got to cover that well. So this is why I believe, this is my closing argument on why I believe that Von Miller makes the Dallas Cowboys elite. Makes the Dallas Cowboys defense elite. So I'm wrapping up with that. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. I don't see that y'all comment anything, so I'm gonna just roll into the next segment. But would love if y'all want to hop on here when I put the link. And actually, because I'm not gonna be so rigid. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna get distracted. Actually, no, I should put it on. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna put it right now. I need to get to these arguments. So let me go ahead and get through my next argument. But if y'all say something in the chat, I will look at it and like look at y'all's comments and stuff. But anyway, so that's the end of my closing argument on that. Von Miller is gonna make this defense elite. Why is he gonna make this defense elite? Because he's still producing at a high clip. He's not only producing at a high clip, but he's producing efficiently, which means I don't need a lot of snaps to produce at a high clip. And he is a coach and a teacher on the field. So he's going to be able to raise the floor of every single young pass rusher in that room. If he raises the floor of every single young pass rusher, then that means your pass rusher going to be elite. Your pass rush will be elite. And if your pass rush is elite, then that means the deficiency that you may have at corner, they're probably going to be covered up because that pass rush is getting home. So this is why I think he is oh, what's up? I got a new person in here. He says, get that work, talk this shit. What's up, Trio 2X? What's up? Yeah, it is still Max to Dallas shit. Max to Dallas, Joey Porter Jr. to Dallas. Because y'all, at this point, we team overkill. Do I got that in? I think I got that in my captions. We team overkill over here. So, do I think we are good enough to win a Super Bowl right now? Yes, I do. I do 110% believe we are better. But you know what I want? I want more. I'm greedy. Team overkill, baby. Team overkill. That's what we are over here. We want to get better. We want we want to get better as much as possible. And we're never going to say no to adding better players. We're not. We're not going to say no to adding better players. I think it's dumb to say no to adding better players. Especially when your front office is like, we want more. We looking for defensive help. If your front office is looking for defensive help, then you should be in agreement and pushing and putting your order in for who you want on this damn team. Because we still have some deficiencies at corner. We still have a question mark with Bland. Because he's just penciled in as the starter. Even though hasn't looked like he's had the ultimate best camp. Looks like probably Revel and Kobe should be your starters, but yet Bland's gonna run out there because he's it's just classic politics. It's classic Jerry Wayne politics. The draft picks play. Who he pays plays. It be that bullshit. Not saying it's all the same, but some of that shit is the same. So you may need to go get you a better corner. If these linebackers don't turn out right, you may need to go get you a better linebacker. If this pass rush don't look right, even though I think it's gonna look right, but if it don't look right, then you may need to go out there and get a better pass rusher. But honestly, I feel like a cornerback, you can upgrade that right now. You can upgrade linebacker right now. You can upgrade running back right now. There's a lot of positions that you can upgrade. And if you can upgrade, then upgrade. Don't just stay stagnant and stay the same. That's not the move. Because these other teams that are contending, they're not staying stagnant. The Seahawks done added Diggs and Terrion Arnold. I know people may be like, oh, they wise. No, they not wise. Those are young corners who have Diggs faced injury history, which if he's healthy, he could get back to who he was. And then Terrion, he just had that legal issue. These are players that can play. Like teams that are contending are trying to get better. That's why the Rams, they had Jared Verse, but they said Miles Garrett is better. Like, get better. If you can get better, get better. Let me see what y'all saying. Christian Gonzalez. I know a lot of people been talking about Christian Gonzalez, and I would love to have Christian Gonzalez. And I would take Christian Gonzalez today over Deron Bland. Oh, he said, you're not new. You just don't catch me. Like, okay, well, I'm glad to have you in the chat live. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Trio. I appreciate that. I love getting to meet my subscribers. So thank you so much. But anyway, y'all, let me get into my next segment. So my next segment, and this is going to be a fun one. This is for my Dallas Wings peeps. And then Cowboys fans, stick around because, like I said, I'm going to open up the floor for the fans. And then I'm also, like, we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys versus Cardinals. That's where I'm going to open up the floor and just kind of let that be like our little freestyle segment for about 15-20 minutes. So Cowboys fans, don't check out. Please stick around. But this is for my Dallas Wings fans. So Dallas Wings fans, come in here. Let's have a talk. Let's have a talk, Dallas Wings fans. Can we have a talk? Can we? I don't think that's a song. But anyway, can we have a talk, Dallas Wings fans? So let me put this up first. Actually, no, that's not what I'm supposed to put up first. I gotta put this up first. So this is my second argument. So this is my argument two. Argument two. Arike is the engine of the offense. PAIGE is the amplifier of the offense. Arike is the engine of the offense. PAIGE is the amplifier of the offense. Now I know y'all may be saying, "Star, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell do you mean?" Don't worry, I'm gonna explain it fully. But let's first look at the definition of an engine versus we're gonna look at the definition of an engine versus an amplifier. So if we look up the definition of an engine. Okay. So if we look at the definition of an engine, and I'm gonna put this here. It says an engine is a machine that changes energy into physical movement or power. It usually burns fuel. Okay, right. We know that's the literal meaning. Common meanings: the main machine in a car, a vehicle part, right? But we're not talking about a vehicle part, obviously. Okay. A driving force, something that causes big changes or growth, like an engine of the economy. Something that causes big changes or growth, like an engine of the economy. Okay. So, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay. So this is the definition that we want to focus on. When I say Arike is the engine, I mean she's the driving force. Arike is something that causes a big change or growth, like an engine of the economy. So that's what I mean when I say engine. She's what makes it go, right? But then let's look at the definition of an amplifier. Okay. So, and I'm gonna give y'all an example. When I first got this mic, because this is I don't gotta tell y'all what mic it is, but this is like the best industry-wide podcasting mic on the market, right? So when I got this mic, and I can actually put my phone on the big screen, but when I got this mic that I'm talking in, y'all, if y'all go back and watch a couple shows, you're gonna realize that my audio did not sound as clear as it sounds right now, because this mic requires a lot of power, right? And it's a what you call, like a more soft-spoken mic. So in order to produce the sound clear like you hear it right now, it needed an amplifier. Okay, that's what it needed. It needed an amplifier. It needed something to make it be stronger, because I was having my mic turned all the way up, couldn't hear a thing. So I finally got an amplifier, and now I sound clear as hell because I had something to make the sound project out stronger and further, right? So that's what I mean when I say an amplifier. Common uses of an amplifier: it's an electronic device that increases the strength, voltage, current, or power of an input signal. It takes a weak signal and creates a larger copy of it, right, using an external power source. So it takes something that's weak, creates a larger copy of it, right? As I said, my mic was weak. Got an amplifier, now my mic is strong. Amplifier, it makes music louder through speakers or electric guitars. It's a boost, okay? So follow me here. So when I'm saying that, I didn't even have that on the main screen. Whoops. But y'all can see the definition there of an amplifier. So Arike is the engine of the offense, PAIGE is the amplifier. Now let me break it down to y'all in basketball terms, because of course these are the literal definitions of these things, but I want y'all to see what I mean in basketball terms. And I want y'all to be clear. This is actually me telling y'all, this is my response. Actually, y'all know what this is a response to? The whole Arike and PAIGE don't work. Arike and PAIGE will never work. This is my response to that narrative, that Arike and PAIGE don't work, they'll never work, they don't go together, they're two of the same player, because you actually could not be more wrong that Arike and PAIGE are the same player. They're actually the complete opposite. They're complete opposites of each other, but they complement each other extremely well. Extremely well if, keyword, if they are going to be used to their actual strengths. If you keep them in a pocket where they can continue to be used to their strengths, they're a yin and yang duo. They're the best players in the best guard duo in the league if you allow them to play to their strengths consistently. Now, make sure y'all hitting that like button, make sure y'all hitting the share button, make sure you hitting the subscribe button. So now, as I roll into my argument, 2 stars, 1 perfect combination. I'm getting jitters just looking at this, because I built this shit, okay? But anyway, let's look at, y'all can take a screenshot, y'all can do whatever y'all want with these graphics, because I put it out here so for the fans and for my viewers and supporters to see. Arike's strengths: explosive first step. This is extensive research too, y'all. This is from various sources, players, coaches, analytical data, like scouts. This is how I formulated this list. So no, this is not pulled out of, this is not Star's opinion. Well, it's my opinion, but actually, no, these are the facts. It's not my opinion. Okay, but anyway, strengths: explosive first step, gets downhill fast. Downhill pressure of Arike attacks and collapses the defense. Self-creation can create her own shot at any time. Late clock creator, comfortable taking difficult shots. Foul drawer, gets to the line and hits free throws. An elite free throw shooter. Elite free throw shooter. She's your best free throw shooter on the team. She is currently, this season, she's still top 9, but in her previous seasons, Arike was always top 5 in free throw percent. She is an elite free throw shooter. Plays on instinct, quick decisions, natural feel. She's a transition threat. Speed pushes the pace of the game. And she's a pressure/rescue player. Saves possessions, embraces the moment. Now, let's look at Paige's strengths. Paige's strengths: basketball IQ, sees the floor, understands coverage, elite efficiency, high percent scoring, smart shot selection, playmaker vision, finds open teammates consistently, passing/playmaking, excellent pick and roll, creates for others, mid-range game, deadly in the mid-range area. We already know that. We already know Paige, she's the midi queen. Nobody better. Nobody better than Paige at the mid-range. Off-ball movement. She uses screens. Paige moves off-ball a lot. That is a big part of what makes her a special player. Uses screens, creates space. Catch and shoot. She's efficient from the 3. She's also efficient, obviously, from the mid-range. But Paige can definitely be a catch and shoot player. Go check out her UConn tape. Thanks. Analytical mind. Reads, processes, and makes the right play. So y'all can see Paige's strengths, Arike's strengths. They're not the same strengths. This is why the naysayers and the people saying the shit will never work are just brain dead. I don't know how best to say it. You're brain dead if you think Paige and Arike can't work, because Paige and Arike are two totally different guards. Like I said, they're the yin and the yang. They don't do the same things. They don't thrive in the same ways. So it says Arike creates the advantage. Paige maximizes the advantage. That's how the wings will unleash their full potential. The perfect flow. Look at this. Arike creates, attacks downhill, forces the defense to react. The defense collapses, help comes, rotations happen, openings appear. Then Paige punishes. Then Paige punishes them. She reads, makes the right play, hits the open man, or scores efficiently. Wings win. So let me break this down further. So this is the perfect flow. Arike is the engine, but I'm gonna explain deeper what that means. But the flow is Arike attacks, she shifts and forces it. Oh, actually, let me just pull up my second graphic. Actually, let me look at the chat, see what y'all think. He said, Paige play like Kobe. Explain what you mean by that, trio. I would love to have a conversation with you about that. Explain that. Okay. So let me bring up my next graphic. Arike. Ooh, okay, let me get my language together. 7 reasons Arike should be the offensive engine and Paige the amplifier. So let's look at it. And I see I got Paige and Arike could be the best guard duo in the league. All you gotta do is use them right. All you gotta do is use these two right. That's it. And I think Jose's trying to figure it out. already figured it out like mid-season, but I think he's gonna continue to figure it out and get better and better, y'all. Don't be surprised, y'all, if we get past the first round. And I know that sounds crazy because we was all thinking like, this team, especially, that's another thing. We lost AZ. I forgot to say that. We did lose AZ, y'all. We lost her for the season. And I think Jose has 100% to do with it because AZ had to miss the first game of the season because of that knee. And they said, oh, it's just maintenance. And now, y'all, she's got to have surgery. AZ now has to have surgery on that knee. And she was like top 5, top 10 in minutes in the NFL, in the WNBA. We did not manage that injury correctly at all. And I'm just praying to God that she will be ready by the beginning of next season. Because if this injury lingers into that, now you're talking about not even getting AZ back to the middle of the season or the end of the next season because of total mismanagement. And honestly, like, I don't even want to get into that too deep, but I will say boo to Jose. That was very frustrating. I feel like a total mismanagement by him, the assistant coaches. They fucked up in that way. But I do think that because of AZ going down, Jose is now going to figure out how to utilize his bench. And I think he's going to figure out, how can I maximize Paige? Because you see, before the All-Star break, we was on a roll. Before the All-Star break, we looked like a top 4 seed. After the All-Star break, teams began to shift their defensive coverages and strategies. And now our GOAT has not looked very goatish. She has not looked very goatish over the past like month and a half. And we need to get our GOAT back. We got to get this is why I'm doing this. This is for the betterment of my team because I love my team. We got to get our GOAT back. We got to get her back. And the way we get her back is by following my plan. So the reason why I'm saying Arike should be the primary pressure creator is because her explosiveness, first step, and self-creation forces the defense to react and create the first advantage. Nobody, just like Kelsey Mitchell, nobody can guard Arike off the dribble. Nobody. Y'all saw it yesterday in the Fever game. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just, while I'm talking about Arike, I'm gonna let y'all look at how she plays. That would be like a great little like cinematic thing. Hold on. Don't y'all worry, I got it here. I'm in here for y'all. Did y'all see my baby Angel Reese yesterday? Angel Reese not fucking with you hoes, bro. She really not. And don't y'all worry, she'll be MVP very soon. Very, very soon. Angel Reese will be MVP, and then there'll be nothing you hating ass idiots can say about her. But where we at? God, I took so many. Here we go. All right, let's watch Arike's highlights, but we're gonna watch them on mute because I'm gonna watch it on mute because I want to be able to talk. Okay. Okay. But anyway. So Arike is a downhill pressure creator player. That transition player, right? We already went over her strengths. I forgot. I got to put the graphic back. So maybe I just need to show it after. Because I got to put the graphic back up here. But anyway. So I said Arike should be the primary pressure creator because her explosiveness first step in self-creation forced the defense to react and creates the first advantage. 2, which we already have done this, right? So we already have really made this transition of allowing Arike to attack downhill, but we're not doing it consistently, and that's why we're losing the big games. Because in the big games, we're altering. Besides yesterday, we didn't alter it. Yesterday, we let Arike be Arike. If you let Arike be Arike, we can win some damn games. If you let Arike be Arike, and you saw that before the All-Star break. If you let her be herself, we can win some damn games. And when I say some, I mean the big games. But I said stop using Arike as a perimeter spacer. You see, the first half of the season, the first 12 games of the season, that's how we were primarily using Arike. We were using her as a perimeter. We were using her as a wing player, and you saw her efficiency go down. You saw her effectiveness go down, and you really just saw a bunch of up and down games. You're winning this game, you're losing this game. You're winning this game. It was just very up and down. We didn't get to the consistency until we started using Arike to her strengths. When we went on that 6-7 game win streak, it's because we started using Arike to her strengths and stopped using her primarily as a perimeter spacer to just shoot threes. Downhill Arike attacks. She draws fouls. She collapses defenses and creates open looks. It unlocks multiple outcomes every possession. Her downhill game is better than her 3-point volume. When she gets to the rim, draws the foul, she's an elite free throw shooter, right? Even if she misses at the rim, she's still winning possessions. There was just another game that we had where she pretty much carried us. It was like the game before last that we won. She carried us at the free throw. If you could win a game at the free throw line, win a game at the free throw line. Moving on. 4. Playmaking does not equal being the primary offensive engine. Paige has the better traditional playmaking numbers, but the player who makes the right decision doesn't have to create the first advantage. This is what I'm saying. Allow Arike to create the first advantage. There are too many times when we're watching the games, like go back and watch. I was going to break down Golden State, but I don't think we have time because I still want to talk to the fans today. But when you go back and watch that Golden State game, you'll clearly be able to see there was multiple possessions where the ball was not touching Arike's hands. Even in this past game where she went nuclear versus Indiana in the second half, she was barely touching the ball in the first half. There should be no offensive possession where Arike is not touching the ball. I'll say it again. There should be no offensive possession where she is not touching the ball because she is an offensive threat. She is a top offensive threat. And I also want to do this show to remind people that Arike Ogunbowale is an elite player. And I'm going to put myself just on the screen just briefly. But Arike Ogunbowale is an elite player. And I think when Paige came here, everybody automatically said, okay, now this is Paige's team. Get Arike the fuck out of here. But guess what? Arike is not the fuck out of here. This is Arike's team. This is Paige's teams too. This is also Paige's team. This is also AZ's team. But this is also Arike's team. She is our veteran. She is our leader. She's the one who sacrificed everything for the Dallas Wings. She is the greatest player in Dallas Wings history. Paige is going to likely grow into that and surpass Arike. all her records. Probably when it's all said and done, possibly. But as of right now, Arike holds all the records. Almost all of them. I know AZ broke some because I made a show about it, or I made a short about it. But we have to stop trying to disrespect and act like we only need one elite player to win a championship. You cannot win a championship with only one elite player. You need multiple elite players to win a championship. Multiple. So this nonsense about get her off the team. She's a ball hog. She just wants to do this. She's hurting Paige. It's all bullshit. And fake ass narratives with some people who really have ulterior motives. They don't have shit to do with Arike the basketball player. Because when Arike plays, it's just like Angel Reese. When Arike plays good, it's fucking crickets in the streets. Nobody's saying shit. But when she play bad, y'all always opening up your fucking mouths. Sorry I'm cussing, but this shit gets irritating. As soon as she don't have the greatest game, here y'all go. Oh, they'll never work. Oh, to get that cancer off my team. We'll be better. We'll be better once she leaves. We'll be better once this. We'll be better once that. She's a ball hog. She's terrible for Paige. She hates it. Like all of this weird ass shit and narratives. It's bullshit. And it's weird. It's weird. And it's sick behavior. And it needs to stop. I'm sick of it. And I'm going to keep coming on here. And I'm going to keep defending Arike because she deserves to be defended because she hasn't done anything to deserve the hate that she gets. Point 5. Paige is at her best off actions and with space. And listen, this is not me just saying this. This is what Paige's coaches have said. Chris Clarendon said this. Gino obviously used her off ball a shit ton. And now Jose literally said that. Like, we don't want to have Paige on ball primarily because that's not where she's best. She's best as moving off ball, getting actions, moving off ball, moving off actions and screens, and getting the ball in space. And it says, Arike taking pressure off of everyone, including Paige. Arike attacks, defense collapses, Paige gets the ball in better situations to recreate and maximize her elite skill set. If Paige is moving off ball and she doesn't have to be on ball and she doesn't have to make the hard shots, you're going to see us get back to elite Paige. Because Paige is best when she can move. Teams are seeing that, okay, we know how to slow down Paige. We're just going to blitz her. We're just going to trap her. We're just going to force her to turn the ball over. That's how Golden State got her to turn the ball over 6 times. Because they're just blitzing and trapping her because they're forcing that pressure on her. She can't read and assess the field when they're literally blinding and blocking her vision. Number 7, Arike is the I need a bucket player. Her teammates trust her with bomb or grenade balls and late clock shots, and she's comfortable taking those shots. Who's not comfortable taking those shots is our GOAT. Our GOAT comes from a Geno system where everybody is created equal because everybody is good to great to elite. So she comes from her and AZ both have that pass first mindset. That's how they play. That's how they were bred and developed. Paige and AZ are more of a similar player than Paige and Arike are. Arike is that player that is used to being the focal point. She's used to having to take the hard shots. She's used to handling the grenades. She's used to making the difficult shots. Paige and AZ, they don't operate well when they need to be forced to make the difficult shot. They operate best when they can move off ball, when they can cut to the basket, when they can use pin downs and different things like that to get them open, get them space. They move better off of actions is what I'm saying. Paige also can create. We know she can. She be a highlight reel with the handles. We know Paige is elite with the handles, but the difference is sometimes all that ball handling, a good defender, the ball gone. That happened to go to the state. Paige trying to put the ball behind her hand. Veronica Burton just tapped it out. So if we want to maximize our best player and get her back, because she hasn't been herself for like the past month and a half, if we want to get Paige back, we've got to use her and Arike. We've got to let them be yin and yang is what I'm saying, y'all. They're both elite guards. They're both great guards. They do not thrive under the same skill set. Let them play off of each other. We spend all this time letting Jess and Arike and Paige play off each other, and Jess and Arike. And it's like, when are we going to say, let's let Paige and Arike play off of each other? Because once Paige and Arike start playing off each other, then the WNBA will see they are the best guard duo in the WNBA. Not Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. Not Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray. Not Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young. Arike Ogunbowale and Paige Beckers can be the absolute best guard duo in the league if you use them correctly. Let Arike be that driving engine threat and let Paige punish teams because of Arike forcing the issue. Let Arike, that's what I'm saying. Let Arike force let Arike force the defense into decisions, and then let Paige amplify or maximize off of those defensive mistakes and decisions. That is what I am saying. So that's my closing argument. That is my closing argument. That Arike is the engine of the offense and Paige is the amplifier. Arike drives the offense, but Paige makes it better, right? She's going to be able to make it better because she thrives. She's a very high efficient shooter. So if she doesn't have to be on ball, going right up one-on-one against people like Gabby Williams and I can't think of other names, but Gabby Williams, you know what I'm saying? You'll see her thrive a lot better because she operates better in space. She operates better off ball. Arike operates better on ball. Arike operates better getting those grenades and forcing shots and getting in attacking downhill. Arike gives us that physical, dominant downhill threat, right? And Paige gives us that high IQ, high IQ action play, right? That's what she gives us. Or off action play. I don't know how to say that properly, but y'all know what I mean. Anyway, let me look at the comments. It says, Paige, she looks for her shot. She hunts the spot. She can't be guarded when high. Yeah, when Paige is high, when she's going, she's going. Her and Arike are that way too. When they start seeing red, they start seeing red. But that's what I'm saying. Put them both in the best position to thrive as players. Put them both in the best position they can to thrive as players and to really make that synergy start gelling and them start combining together. And they already have done it, but they just got to continue to do it, and they got to do it consistently, especially against playoff teams. Allow Arike to force the issue and allow Paige to amplify defensive mistakes. She can't get blitzed and she can't get trapped if she's off ball. That's the thing. She can't get blitzed. She can't get trapped if she's off ball. So that's what we want to do. And that's my argument. But anyway, I'm going to have to put this link in the chat. Hold on, let me see. All right. Now I'm about to put this link in the chat, and y'all can let me know what y'all think about what I said. Y'all can and I'm gonna just, and as I see y'all come in, I'm gonna look at the oh, I did have one more clip. I want to watch this clip from Jose. This is when Coach Jose Fernandez defended Arike, and he explained how Arike is not selfish and how her team gives her grenade balls because in the high pressure moments, they want Arike to take those shots. That's who they're looking to take those shots. In the biggest moment, they want Arike to take those shots. Paige doesn't want to take those shots right now, and she just shouldn't have to because you have somebody who's used to taking those shots. It's all about, let's not force players to be what they're not. Let's just maximize who they are. Like, it's really not that hard. It's not that hard. Like, don't force a player to be this or that. Just let a player be who they are. If you let a player be who they are, you'll get, and maximize who they are, you'll get the best results. But anyway, here's a link to this video I'm about to show y'all real fast. And then, like I said, I'm gonna just do quickly the Dallas Cowboys preview and kind of just like talk about who I think is on cut watch. And then after that, we'll be done and wrap up because I want to go interview this beautiful, lovely Beyonce. But anyway,
Arike shot 7 of 9, had 5 assists and 1 turnover. Just what did you see from the performance?
I mean, I don't know. You guys can look it up. We have all this stuff anyway. I've just, she's changed, and her growth from teams that she's been on before, right? She was 7 for 9, right? That's pretty good efficiency, and a couple times she gets thrown a grenade late in the clock, and then she's got to go between her legs behind her back to separate, right? So that's what a lot of people remember. She's not selfish doing that. It's the end of the clock. So I don't think a lot of people are giving Arike the credit that she deserves on the type of year that she's having. She's had to change a lot of things, not going away from being a high volume guy, right, to now sharing it, putting it down on the deck, getting downhill, right? So it's about winning, and a lot of guys in that locker room have helped us win. I think sometimes, a lot of people get too concerned with, okay, who's getting these amount of shots, right? Who's getting these amount of shots? Who's getting these touches? Why are these plays run for these guys, right? The end result is about winning, right?
The end result is about winning, right? And I wanted to show y'all this. This is why I said Arike, she really, I think I put it on Twitter. I was like, she really has been, over this last month, she's been your most consistent player. Shout out to Drake Keeler, and he says, Arike Ogunbowale over the last 15 games. I love this guy. He's a Dallas Wings freelance journalist. Please go subscribe, or not subscribe, but follow him on X/Twitter. But anyway, over her last 15 games, she has 18.9 points per game, 3 rebounds a game, 3.7 assists a game, 1.2 steals a game, 60.6% true shooting. As many 20-point games, 9 in that span, as Paige Beckers. And she only ranks behind Alicia Clark in true shooting. Oh, y'all can't even say that. See that? Anyway, let me read that again. Arike Ogunbowale's last 15 games. 18.9 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.2 steals, and 60% true shooting that only trails behind Alicia Clark. And true shooting, it just includes it includes free throws, 3-point attempts and field goal or 3-point attempts and 2-point attempts. And she's only second behind Alicia Clark. Has as many 20-point games as Paige. This is why I said Arike and Paige are both elite players. They're two different guards that if you play them to their strengths, they can be the best guard duo in the league if you play them to their strengths. Let Arike be the engine and force the issue, and then let Paige capitalize on that issue being forced. Okay, but anyway, now I'm going to put the link in the chat. How can I share this link out? Let me see. What is the... Hold on, y'all. Okay, I think where it is. Copy invite link. Here we go. So I'm putting the link in the chat. And if y'all would like to come up and talk, please hit the link and do so, and we can have a chat. Would love to chat with you. I should be able to see y'all coming in backstage. But now I'm also going to get into the Cowboys. Actually, I feel like I don't even need. I think Cowboys versus Cardinals preview, but it's like, well, first of all, let me look at. Are the Cardinals playing starters? They said no, most Arizona Cardinals starters are not expected to play. Okay, so they will not, so the starters will not be playing. So I feel like I really don't need to necessarily preview that game because let's be honest, this is a preseason game. But I am going to go over who I think, and like I said, if y'all want to come in and have a chat, please you can hit the link in the chat. I just posted. If y'all don't come up, I'm gonna just end the show because I'm pretty much done. And after I give my players that I think are on cut watch, and I'm gonna tell you the first player that I believe is on cut watch. This is my first player that I think is on cut watch. Mr. Luke Schoonmaker. To Luke, and I'm gonna be honest, I was really pulling for Luke. And there's times that I've really liked what Luke has been able to produce when he gets the targets, because let's be honest, he hardly ever gets targets. Says the link says I need to open on a laptop or a desktop. Why is it saying that? You should be able to click it just mobily. Let me see. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I don't know why it would be saying that. I can't even remember. I'm like, how did I Anybody else in the chat, if y'all trying to come up, is it telling y'all can only come up if y'all have the, oh, here we go. If y'all have the a laptop or a desktop? Because it shouldn't be saying that. Hold on. Because I don't know if there's a way that I can change that. Like if there's something, let me check my settings. It could be something in my settings. Mm. Don't see anything. Guest can control show graphics. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Yeah. Ken, I may just have to figure. I don't know why it's telling you that, because it shouldn't. You should just be able to click the link and get in on mobile, because I'm pretty sure. Because let me see. I'm gonna see if I click the link, if it'll Okay, somebody just tried to come in. Okay, there you go, Ken. Okay, let me add you to the stream then. Okay, can you hear it? Hold on. Yeah, I think you hear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just call in to say what's up. I guess what I'll talk about is I do believe the Cowboys defense can be elite, especially with Von Miller.
Yeah.
Billy, what I'm looking for in this preseason, I'm trying to see how the rest of this D-line, secondary, and linebacker room continues to progress.
Okay.
I like a lot of things like everybody else from Julius Woods.
Yeah, I got him on my thumbnail. I think we all are huge Julius Woods fans, but yeah, keep going.
Definitely. And I want to see some more of the depth at linebacker. I feel like Justin Barron keeps making plays, so we can't just ignore him.
Yeah.
And also, sorry, I got my phone on the charger, so
You all right?
yeah, my face not on the screen.
Yeah.
And then also in that D-line room, now I'm trying to figure out, because I don't know if you saw this, but the depth chart was updated.
They updated the depth chart?
Before this next preseason game.
Okay.
And so Maris took over Sam's spot. And I know you talked about that before, how you think it might be.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh.
Yeah, that was something I noticed. They moved Maris up to number 3, moved Sam to number 4 and put the or I think the and, the or and. So I think it's right now it's gonna be Maris, Sam, Land. I'll give him that because he keeps making plays.
Isaiah Land, yeah.
Yeah, and Tyrus Wheat, all fighting for possibly one position.
Okay, what repeat those names? You said Tyrus Wheat, Maris,
Sam Williams, and Isaiah Land.
Yeah, that makes sense. I agree with that. Damn.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be. That's a lot of good football players.
That's a lot of good young players and it's only one spot, because your other edges are who? Gary, Von Miller, Donovan Raku, Malachi Lawrence.
Yep.
And so that means we will only carry 5.
Yeah. Back up. Y'all get yourself. Well, here, my children just came out the room, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go and get them set down for bed, all right?
Okay, I appreciate you hopping on, Ken. I really appreciate that, because I didn't know that about the depth chart.
Definitely. All right, you have a great night, all right?
All right, you too. All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, yeah. Okay, but anyway, y'all, that was good. Shout out to Ken. I'm gonna give claps for him. I appreciate Ken for hopping on with me like he did. I really do. But I'm gonna keep talking just for about 8 more minutes. So if y'all want to join in, y'all better click that link. Y'all better click that link, because I'm gonna talk for about 8 more minutes and I'm getting out of here. But So I said, Luke Schoonmaker, you on cut watch, buddy. Because I already showed the film. If y'all check out my show Under the Lights that I did on Wednesday, you will see where I showed that Michael Trigg had a phenomenal game. Michael Trigg had a phenomenal game. Blocking, pass catching, 2-minute drill. He had that one drop. He did have that one drop. But other than that, he offers you way more than what Luke Schoonmaker can offer you at this point. That's just the bottom line. That's just the reality of it. Another person that I think you on cut watch. And I know, I'm not gonna lie, I like what you brought in the first preseason game, but I just don't think that it's gonna be enough. Is this young man? I think he's actually auditioning for another team. Like, don't be surprised if this kid goes to the Washington Commanders or the Giants. Like, don't be surprised. And don't be surprised if he balls out either. Don't be surprised. But this is my other guy on cut watch, John Domingo. I think it's all but. I gotta get them violins. You know when they said not the violins but the saxophones. Them saxophones starting to get loud. It's starting to get real loud. For John Domingo. Even though, yes, I saw him. He was catching the hell out of it. We watched him on Under the Lights. He was catching the hell out of them slants. But despite you catching the hell out of them slants, you still are competing with somebody like a Camden Brown, which if we look at because I think this is the unofficial depth chart. And let me see. He said they moved Maris up. They did move Maris up. That was a great catch by Ken. Because look at this, y'all. Shout out to Patrick No.C. Walker. He included this is the unofficial depth chart. And let me make this bigger because I can't see shit. Okay, but anyway, this is the unofficial depth chart with Patrick No.C. Walker. And yeah, you definitely can see that Maris was at the bottom of that's a huge thing. Woo! Thank you, Ken. That makes me feel a lot better. That really does. Let me see if I can click on. Yeah, I'm like, I need to make this bigger so y'all can actually see it. But looking at the actual depth chart, yeah, your guy Maris, he moved up. Maris was last. Now he's moved up, and it's him or Sam Williams. So him and Sam Williams are definitely competing for spots. Another person that I think is also on potential cut watch, Justin Barron, Curtis Robinson. You on cut watch too. You on cut watch, Justin. Even though I really like what actually, I feel like I like what Curtis Robinson has. Actually, no, I can't say that. Justin Barron, I mean, no, you can't. Well, yes, I can. I can have my own opinion. Even though I like what Justin Barron brings to the table, I obviously like, him getting all them picks in the Rams practice. I still like what Curtis Robinson brings, and I really like Curtis Robinson's size, like a lot. And he was doing everything right in that game versus the Seahawks. He was in the right place at the right time, making the tackles, making the right reads. And another reason why I think he could be safe over Justin Barron is because Curtis Robinson was calling the defense, which means he's likely one of your backup mics, or he is your backup mic. So do you cut your backup mic? I don't think so. Now we got to see who's going to be calling the defense tomorrow. But if it's Curtis Robinson again, I'd probably say his spot is pretty safe. Another guy who on cut watch, Tri-Crest Bridges, get your ass the hell off my team. Tricrest Bridges, I think you on your way out. Amir Speed, we have not even just heard nothing from you, so you likely on your way out, dog. I'm not gonna lie. You didn't do enough to win the fans over, so you likely gone. I know people may see, where is my guy? I'm trying to see, where is... Yeah, Kalen Carson is your backup corner. Kalen Carson not going nowhere. And you see Josh Butler ahead of Devin Moore. That's a good sign because, y'all, honestly, Devin Moore, we probably are going to end up with Devin Moore. We're going to end up stashing him because the kid is unhealthy and he haven't practiced in 2 weeks. So I think Devin Moore, you're likely gone. And we're not doing 53 roster projection. I will be doing one next week. But I feel like Devin Moore, you're going to get stashed. So how many corners would that be? Shavon Revel, Bland, 1, 2, Kobe Durant, Kalen Carson. And then you'll probably have one more. And I'm hoping that it's my guy, Josh Butler. Please be my guy, Josh Butler. I love you, Josh Butler. I love you. Josh Butler was very good for us in 2024. So I really do hope. And then y'all, you know, he faced that injury. But I heard that he's having a pretty good camp. And then another guy that you on Cut Watch. This is my last guy I'm going to say. Marquise Bell. Marquise Bell, it's all but over, buddy. It's all but over. And that means 14 finally get to go to Durant. And Caleb can finally get his 2. And we can stop playing these stupid games. Give Caleb his 2. Nobody want that funky ass 13. But anyway, y'all. So those are the guys that I'm looking for Cut Watch. Luke Schoonmaker, Tricrest Bridges, Marquise Bell, and Jonathan Mingo. I think all of those guys. I think it's the violins. I'm gonna get the violins for the next show. The violins get loud as hell. They get loud. Not the violins. I keep saying the violins. The saxophones. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. This is Stargazer Sports. This is your show, Closing Arguments, where we give bold takes and real analysis. I think I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me today. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Please hit the subscribe button on your way out. And until the next time, the next show, I'll see y'all. And y'all have a beautiful weekend. See y'all Monday. Peace.